Alright everyone, welcome back again to more of Lost Judgment. We are still currently on chapter 4 known as the Red Knife, and we're trying to understand and see what's going on with the whole Mikoshiba case. So we're going to continue on from there and see how it goes. So if anything else guys, thank you again for all love and support. Hope you all enjoy. And let's do this. Alright guys, welcome back. The goal right now is just to head back home, but I also ended up seeing a little folder here, and I kind of want to see what that's about first before we head back and continue on with the main story. So, we're pretty much there. Huh? Wow, that's one scared soul right there. Hope they're okay. Alright, we'll call out.
Excuse me.
Hey, are you alright? Who are you? Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not a bad guy. It just looked like you were feeling down, so I thought I'd see what I could do. I don't know. Could I get you some water or something?
No.
No, I'm fine. Not like I drink any of the type that could help me anyway. Okay, based on the little comment right there, there's definitely something troubling her. I'd really like to help. Do you need someone to talk to? Huh?
Yagami.
I'm a detective, so you know I'm better at conversation than just your average guy on the street. You're a detective?
Excuse me.
Could I make a request then, Mr. Conversationalist Detective? Investigate my stalker.
Yep.
That was fast, but sure. I could help you with that. I'm on my way home from work. Every time I get to this leg of the journey, I feel like I'm being watched. It's scary. It's not happening right now, mind you. It's gone for some reason.
I see.
So you're afraid some stalker could be hiding in something?
Yes.
I swear I feel a pair of eyes on me, but I never see anyone. Have you talked to the police about this? Yes, but since I don't have any evidence and no one knows who the stalker could be, the police can't do anything. Unfortunate. It could be nothing, but if it's a real stalker, this could definitely spell trouble.
Yep.
I understand. Well, maybe I'll investigate some other time. Just contact me if you ever want to get rid of that being watched feeling. Oh. My name's Kyoko Hakase, by the way. Hakase-san, I'll remember that. Thank you so much, Detective Yagami. Yagami? It's faint, but I smell disinfectant on her. She works in the medical field.
No.
No problem at all. Why don't I escort you home? It's dangerous at night. My, I see being a detective also means being a gentleman. Sure, I wouldn't mind being walked to the taxi stand.
Yep.
One of the best features of a detective is how classy we are. Wonderful. I don't even like that title. Somebody's watching you. Alright, it's another side quest that we need to pick up on in a bit, but for now, we're heading home. Alright. Oh no. No fights today, dude. It's break time. Oh, I thought home would be... Yeah, it should be a lot closer now. Yep, right here. Nice hop over.
Hello?
Yagami-san, do you have a minute? It's Shirosaki.
Oh, I was just about to call you. I was gonna say I've got some leads on the murder. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know Detective Watanabe, would you? From Kanagawa PD?
Oh, yes. He came asking me about the harassment case. Apparently he couldn't interview Ehara, so he got us instead.
Wanna know why that is? Apparently Tokyo PD suspects Ehara might be linked to the murder in some way. And since they don't want Kanagawa stealing the show, they're blocking their investigators out.
That does make sense. Not in a bureaucratic way.
By the way, when's your next appointment with Ehara?
As soon as we're ready, honestly. Did you want to come along?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. But I'd like to do a bit more research beforehand. I want to know exactly how Ehara's crime played out.
Funny you should say that. Hoshino-kun just told me he's going to re-inspect the crime scene tomorrow. He said it'd be best to plot Ehara's movement from Ikebukuro all the way to Shinjuku, where he was caught.
No kidding. Then I ought to go with.
If that's the case, hold on one sec.
Okay.
Yagami-san? It's me, Hoshino. I'm stoked to hear you'll be helping me out tomorrow.
I'm stoked to be there. Oh, and could you bring the statements from Ihara's arrest with you? It'd be a huge help if you could walk me through what happened on site.
You got it. We'll be starting from Ikebukuro Station, so just meet me there tomorrow.
Will do. See you then.
I can deal with the rest tomorrow. I think it's time to recharge. I agree. That was instant. Alright, let's rest up. I need to meet up with Hoshino-kun at Ikebukuro Station. Probably best to take a taxi. You know what? I'm all for that. Ikebukuro, right? I can afford that. Go. Very well, sir. Let's be on our way.
Okay, see that sign right there? Ihara was leaning on that before the incident. Yep, just like that. He was standing around searching for a victim. Ihara's the man in the cap and sunglasses.
That's him deciding who to attack. Damn, looking at it now, he's pretty suspicious.
So, Ihara was lingering at the platform a while, huh?
Yeah, he walked past the ticket gate at 7:43 a.m. This was confirmed by the security tapes as well as when he swiped his transit card. After that, he wandered the platform an entire hour ogling women.
He spent that long choosing a target?
Yeah, sick, isn't it?
Then the security camera that caught him would be... that one?
That's right.
Ikebukuro is pretty famous for its sheer amount of foot traffic. In a station like this, the cameras almost never have a blind spot.
Anyhow, at 9:06 a.m., Ihara finally honed in on his would-be victim. Then he boarded her train, which was departing for Shinjuku.
She's the one in the pink cardigan and white skirt?
Yeah, Yui Mamiya, an office worker and mother of a 6-year-old boy. The two of them show up on the train's interior cam as well. According to the victim's statement, Ihara began by rubbing her posterior with the back of his hand. But it didn't stop there. After that, he put his hand up her skirt.
Pretty sickening.
I'm assuming he targeted someone shy, thinking she wouldn't resist. Makes me angry just thinking about it. The victim stated she was too scared to call for help, meaning she endured this for 6 minutes until the train reached its stop in Shinjuku.
Can you send what you just showed me to my phone?
Sure. Now let's head to Shinjuku Station. Then we can watch as the jerk gets busted. Even if we did defend him in court, an asshole's still an asshole. Looks like we're getting close to Shinjuku.
The train's pretty light right now, but it was packed during the crime, right?
Oh yeah, the car occupancy at that time of day can easily reach 180%.
And Ihara should have been standing roughly where I am.
Is there anything I can conclude from looking around?
What the?
There's Hoshino-kun, Gendala's bright young attorney. He's on this case to help out Saori-san. I thought I heard they were dating, but from what Genda-sensei tells me, it really hasn't gone anywhere. what can I see here? We can walk around, right? Yeah.
Suspicious.
The car's pretty empty right now, but when Ihara committed his crime, it was a 180% full. 100% full meaning that all seats and straps are being used by a passenger. Okay.
Hey,
Oh. A security camera that records the train's interior. These were installed to deter the train gropers, or at the very least identify them.
Ihara and Mamiya-san both exited the train and got onto the platform here. But right before that, Mamiya-san suddenly grabbed Ihara's wrist and yanked his hand out from under her skirt. That's when she got a good look at her assailant.
so without a doubt, she saw it was him.
Yes, and there were also traces of her garments on his hand during evidence analysis. Anyway, after being grabbed, Ihara wrenched himself free and took off at a sprint. See, here he gets off the train and bolts across the platform. And Mamiya-san chases after him, asking people around her for help.
Ah, this is what they kept looping on TV.
Yeah. And honestly, with all this evidentiary footage, defending him in court was a lost cause.
Was there any security footage that wasn't aired on TV?
Sure, take a look around you. There's more than just one camera pointed at us. They're practically everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
As for what I was saying earlier, Ihara was finally tackled right in front of those stairs. Oh, right. I have a diagram of the platform to show you.
So Ihara gets off the train here, and then gets apprehended here. How far apart is that?
Roughly 100 meters. Both he and the victim were weaving their way through the crowd. The whole scene was very chaotic. Even after Ihara was caught, the train was stalled 20 minutes until the area was deemed safe.
Hey, you think we could get the positions of all these cameras and where they're pointing penciled in?
Good idea. Let's check each camera's position as we walk over to where Ihara was detained. That's where he got tackled, so if you could let me know whenever you see a camera. I can mock it up on our diagram here.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay.
Suspicious.
Found the camera. 1. Where's the other? Oh, here's the other one. No. Okay, there's one there. Wait. Check this one off. There's this one over here. C1. Okay.
Looks like we checked all the nearby cameras. Let's go up a little further now.
Okay. All right. Over here.
Hey,
That's one.
what the?
It's another. There's one camera here. That's 3. Wait, is there an, That's not a camera, that's not a camera. That means there should be another one over here then. Really? Nothing here? Wow. I thought there would be more on this side. What? Yep. Alright, I guess we gotta keep going down then. Excuse me, ladies. Checking for more cameras. Wait, what?
What the?
Good. And there should be more. Why is there just the one here? Are the cameras getting less and less here? That shouldn't be the case. Oh, there's one here.
Suspicious.
Looks like there are more cameras over there, but they're kind of far. Gonna forget about marking them for now and check the cameras around here first. Okay. So I feel like I got them all. Wait, nope.
Hey,
Looks like we checked all the nearby cameras. Let's move on.
Alright. So then we check this one out then. Hello.
suspicious.
Alright, that's that one. This one. Awesome. Where's the big one? Oh. Oh.
What the?
Okay, I almost missed that too. Alright, so far so good. Keep my eyes peeled. Oh,
Suspicious.
found the big one. Get out of my way, guys. That's a camera, right? Come on. What? You can't tell me that's not a camera. Really? Alright. Wait.
What the?
Okay, looks like we got all the cameras. Our diagram is now complete.
Okay, this diagram represents the station at the time of the groping. Ihara got off the train around 9:12 a.m. on October 7th. From the deboarding area, he ran in the direction of the arrow, then he was tackled by concerned citizens.
Now we'll pencil in the camera locations and what directions they're pointing.
So each of the orange areas represents a security camera's field of view.
Suspicious.
Is there anything I can take note of while I'm looking at this overhead view? Do I have to... Okay.
Hey,
Alright, the arrow showed the path Ihara and the victim took as they ran from the platform to Ihara's point of capture.
suspicious.
Does the dotted part of the arrow indicate a blind spot between the cameras? Yeah, pretty much. If so, there won't be any footage of Ihara running through here.
Hey,
What?
what the?
Ihara and the victim disembarked here. The train pulled in at 9:12 a.m. The victim was gripping Ihara's hand, but he broke free of her. Then he tried to run away. Okay. Let's keep my eye on the prize. I already did this. Escape path. Wait, let's make sure. Yep. This is where Ihara got tackled by the witnesses. Multiple others on the scene documented this with their smartphone cameras. This is what they call eyewitness footage. I bet the TV station shelled out for this sort of thing.
So this was the general situation when Ihara committed his crime. What do you think, Yagami-san? Anything of note?
Do you think Ihara and Mamiya-san were riding the train pretty frequently?
Oh yeah, Mamiya-san commuted by train. She was here every weekday. Same goes for Ihara, actually, but he was off that day. Supposedly, he was going to see his wife, even though they're separated.
Did he ever say why he wandered around the platform for an hour?
He said the thought of his wife had him flustered, and he couldn't force himself to board the train. He always had an excuse ready for anything you asked him, including the harassment charges. He pled not guilty, but the evidence said otherwise. There wasn't a single argument we could make in court to establish reasonable doubt.
Safe to say he did it. But on the same day, he knew his son's bully would be murdered in Ijincho. Pretty clear it wasn't a spontaneous need to grab some ass.
I agree. It's almost like all the commotion around the harassment might have been planned out. Maybe everything was, even down to getting captured.
Yeah, He really played everyone by turning harassment into an alibi for murder. No matter how much evidence points to him as a killer, he can deny it with complete immunity.
This is getting crazier by the minute.
At the very least, he had something to do with it. Some connection. But I can't imagine he'll talk. Whatever his plan is, it's pretty clear Ihara is committed.
To what? Getting revenge for his son?
I think so.
Who do you think his accomplices could be? Ihara is a veteran cop. Think maybe he knows how to hire an actual assassin? If so, he could have just paid for his revenge, right?
Sure. But assassins cost an arm and a leg. He wasn't rich before all this, was he?
No. He barely scraped up enough to cover his lawsuit against the school.
Not so.
I've gone to the scenes of both the murder and the train groping. That should be all the places I need to see.
Hey, it's Shiosaki.
What's up, Sari-san?
I'm scheduling an interview with Ihara tomorrow at the Tokyo Detention Center. We'll take a taxi from Genda's if that all works for you.
Sounds good. But I need to head back to Ijincho for now.
Something you forgot to do?
Yeah. It involves Ihara's motive, which would be without a doubt his son's suicide. So I want to confirm if Mikoshiba really bullied the kid. And the best person to ask happens to be down in Ijincho.
Alright, then I'll let you get to it.
Cool. Then I'll see you tomorrow.
Mikoshiba, Ihara. Yeah, I think I saw everything there was to see at each of their crime scenes. Now all that's left is getting Sawa-sensei to talk. The key will be learning what happened with Ihara's son 4 years ago. Awesome, I guess that means we're going back to the school? Or what? Hold on. Because if that's the case, I may have to take the goddamn taxi. Which is looking more and more to be the case. Alright, I'm here. Taxi's over here. Cool. Serio. I highly doubt she's gonna talk to me again, but we'll see.
Got a minute?
No, not for you. I really have nothing more to say.
What if I told you it's looking more and more likely Ihara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's death?
Well, it doesn't concern me.
Ihara-san believes Mikoshiba tormented Toshiro-kun so badly that he took his own life. But neither the third-party investigation nor the courts were on his side. So what's the truth here? You know, don't you? What really happened between Mikoshiba and Toshiro-kun? Why won't you tell me the truth?
Why do you keep asking? I said I don't know!
I'm going to the detention center tomorrow to get some answers out of Ihara-san.
What?
I saw where Mikoshiba was murdered. He endured no shortage of cruelty before he died. They tortured him, you know. They broke all his fingers before they slit his throat.
No.
I know I'm putting her through a lot right now, but she's connected to this too. She's got information I need to know before I go see Ihara.
And somehow Ihara-san knew Mikoshiba would be killed on the day he got caught for groping. It's like he did it to prove he had nothing to do with the murder. But maybe that wasn't his real objective at all.
Huh?
I think he wanted to signal that he'd finally avenged his son.
The body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide.
If I'm gonna face him tomorrow, can't go in without some ammunition. So, 4 years ago, did Mikoshiba bully Toshiro-kun or not? That's all I want to know.
My answer won't change. There's no evidence Mikoshiba-kun did anything wrong.
Are you sure about that? Take a look at this.
That's...
Toshiro Ehara, your student. Imagine that he's listening to what you're saying now. If you can look at him and say Mikoshiba played no part in his death, I'll leave you alone. In fact, you'll never hear a word from me again. So which is it?
That's a tough call, a tough card to play too. Making her feel guilty.
4 years ago. Not long after I'd transferred here to teach English. That's when it started. I was trying my best to get acclimated, and I was finally on a first-name basis with everyone. One day, after school, I was out on the roof taking a break, when Toshiro-kun suddenly ran by. I called out to him to ask what was wrong, but he shushed me and kept running. I saw he had a bloody nose. Moments later, Mikoshiba-kun showed up. He was looking for him. I told him I hadn't seen him. Toshiro-kun's face told me everything I needed to know.
So Mikoshiba was bullying him after all.
Yes. Toshiro-kun told me this later on. Whenever he'd leave school with Mikoshiba-kun and his friends, they'd force him to hand over money. At first, they'd try to pass it off as a joke. They said since he lowered the class average on tests, he ought to buy them all drinks as an apology. And Mikoshiba-kun, he was having too much fun with it to stop. He started offering tutoring sessions to Toshiro-kun. Only so he and his crew could extract their tuition from him. They'd even break into his house while his mother was at work and take the money she left him for dinner. And if he couldn't pay, they'd beat him up at school or make him grovel in the bathroom.
Didn't anybody see what was really happening?
The teachers either saw nothing or turned a blind eye. Few students knew about it, though. Anyway, I ended up relaying everything Toshiro-kun had told me to those boys' homeroom teacher. Mind you, this teacher had tenure, title, and years of experience under his belt. Do you know what he told me? He said not to cause a commotion because those boys were about to graduate.
Why does that not surprise me?
To be honest, it was hard to paint such an outwardly model student in a negative light. There was also no hard evidence to support Toshiro-kun's story. But someone still should have stepped in to help. If only I'd understood that at the time.
You tried.
The only thing I tried was to keep an eye out for him, making sure he wasn't alone, things like that. But unfortunately, that wasn't good enough. On the first morning of the 3rd trimester, Toshiro-kun tied a towel to his doorknob and hung himself in his room.
And that's when you confronted Mikoshiba, right? You asked him point blank if he'd bullied him.
I did.
So 4 years ago, Sao Sensei stood up to Mikoshiba for his terrible behavior. I mean, she kind of did it a little late. The biggest red flag was the fact that he was injured, had a bloody nose, but she just, you know, stood by and did nothing. And also, Mikoshiba is a jackass. Then why has she kept that to herself for so long?
Mikoshiba-kun pretended to know nothing. He was more careful, shaken even, from then on. In all honesty, when I heard a third-party committee was investigating, I was hoping the truth would come out. Students were asked to fill out an anonymous questionnaire, and many of them wrote down exactly what they saw.
Hold on. Didn't the court end up declaring there was no substantial evidence of bullying? How could they have said that with those questionnaires on hand?
First of all, the committee never interviewed anyone directly. Those questionnaires were the only proof of anything. And the teacher of those boys was the one who collected them. Each time he came across any mention of bullying, he'd toss that questionnaire out. Also, he wouldn't get blamed in the end for ignoring the warning signs.
So then the committee was pointless.
A few students did speak up about the bullying online, but their posts weren't much to go on. Toshiro-kun's parents were completely caught off guard. His mother worked through the day, and his father lived all the way in Tokyo. That made it that much easier for the teacher to cover up all the evidence of bullying. He made that statement without even consulting the principal or the chairman. So, right before Mikoshiba-kun graduated, the committee presented their findings. That there was no evidence of bullying. The conclusion you've heard over and over.
What the hell?
In Japan, 300 children commit suicide every year, across all grades. Less than 3% are proven to be linked to bullying. Toshiro-kun's case ended up like that too. But Ehara-san wasn't satisfied with those findings, so he sued Seiryo High, demanding compensation for Toshiro-kun's death. As the trial dragged on, I was eventually called to the witness stand. Of course, my intention was to let everything I knew out into the open. But before that could happen, that damn teacher came with the school's attorney to see how I would testify.
They didn't want you making them look bad, huh?
Of course not. That's when I first learned what he did with those incriminating questionnaires. They had no choice but to reveal everything to me, to try and sway me to their side. I guess they were just that desperate. After all, I was the only adult who Toshiro-kun confided in. I don't think he'd spoken to his parents about it once. So yes, that's why there was never any objective evidence of bullying. It wasn't like I had a mind to record our conversations. And I hadn't personally witnessed it either. The school attorney saw fit to remind me that the law says innocent until proven guilty. And if I couldn't produce tangible evidence, then I shouldn't be accusing Mikoshiba-kun.
So it was witness tampering. That is, they coerced you into false testimony?
Yes.
Must have been incredibly hard on you.
What I should have done was told the truth regardless. But what else could I have really done for him? Some days I just don't know. As much as I've tried to convince myself I did everything I could for him, I can never fully believe it.
So what happened to the teacher who covered all this up?
He transferred to another school. God, to think he's still standing at a podium somewhere.
That's unfortunate.
Even so, I don't have the right to place the blame solely on him.
Wait, where in this story did Ehara definitely find out that Mikoshiba was a bully? It wasn't clear at the trial whether he could really bring himself to kill a person.
Maybe, but in that case, Mikoshiba's bullying of Toshiro, or those questionnaires getting discarded. Have you ever told anyone else?
No. I've been silent. Yagami-san, you know what? Back when I was a student in high school, I witnessed bullying firsthand. There was this kid. My classmates pushed him too far. And one day he just jumped off the roof
off the roof.
By some miracle, he survived the fall. And he's been in a coma for the last 13 years. Nobody knows if he'll ever wake up. His name is Mitsuru, and he may never open his eyes to the world again. His mom watches him, but she works full-time. She's a higher-up in the government.
I'm sorry to hear it.
The worst part is that his teacher knew. He even talked to the bullies about it. But all he said was, don't overdo it. But afterward, the public eviscerated him. He had to quit his teaching job. And yet, for poor Toshiro-kun, nobody was held responsible at all. And that includes me.
But if anyone was going to take responsibility for that, Mikoshiba should have been first in line. I'm sure Ihara-san must have thought the same thing.
You know what I wanted to be as a kid? I was so innocent, I wanted to be a teacher. And after Mitsuru-kun's tragedy, I felt practically obligated. And still, I just let history repeat itself.
That's hard. I think I have a clearer picture about what happened 4 years ago, and I'm ready to interview Ihara. I should go back to Yokohama 99 and get some rest. Yep. God. Bullying sucks. Teachers suck sometimes. Not all of them, but most. Alright, let's go. And I spoke to you before, dude. I'll talk to you again later. I'm gonna interview this dude. Wait, do we go out this way? I think we do. Hold on. If we go through there... No, I kind of want to go... Interesting. Interesting. If I go through... Oh, okay. Right. Over here. And then I go through... Yeah, we get out. Okay. I think it's this way. And we can... This cafeteria... Nope. The exit should be... Maybe the center building over here. Alright. You know, I honestly hope we have a chance to find the other teacher that left and went to another school. I could give him a piece of my mind, too. Where is my base? Okay. I'm all the way here. There's a taxi area over here. Hey, security? Where's the taxi over here? Boom. Convenient. I like how they just parked right there for you. No. Chinatown, no. right... right here. Oh, even better. Right here. Alright, let's save. Alright. That was just convenient. Wait, wrong way. I thought I was going the right way. What? Hold on. What? Oh, are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight again? Why am I leaving my thing? There you go. I was like, wait a second. Hey, what's this? Hey, buddy.
Hmm?
What's up with this dog? Hey, what's wrong? You lose your owner?
Huh?
Well, Yagamishi, it appears you finally met the infamous detective dog of Ijincho.
Hmm?
Sorry, the what? Word's been getting around town that an odd dog who apparently wanders the streets looking for cases to solve. What? Whenever he catches the scent of a mystery or a crisis, he calls out to nearby people, alerting them of a nearby incident. He actually stops by here rather often. It's almost as if he knows this is a detective agency. Seriously, this dog does that. Yes, for the past few months now. He seems to take his self-appointed position quite seriously. Kinda sounds like Amasawa.
By the way,
Why is he running around town though? He has a collar, so he's obviously not just a stray.
Sure.
Ah, therein lies the mystery of this dog. He's very well trained and the perfect specimen of health. No one's seen him rooting around in the garbage or anything. So, based on this information, it's clear that he has someone taking care of him.
I see.
The mystery chasing dog's a big mystery himself, huh?
Hmm?
Huh? Look at that. That's adorable. Something wrong, boy?
Wait.
He picked up the scent of a mystery. I believe he wants you to follow him, Yagamishi.
Huh.
Am I supposed to hold the leash? He just has a proper leash manners is all. I guess if he really is that smart, I can see why he's walking around freely.
What?
What is it? You want me to take you for a walk? Yagamishi, I believe he's requesting you to partner up with him. Are you willing to accept the case? I already have my hands full with the MRC, now I have to take care of this detective dog too? What's going on? Okay, I'll take the case. Where's the trouble boy?
Who's a good boy?
Okay, lead the way. You're not just taking me to get food, are you? Hey. Guess I'm not taking point on this case.
This way, huh?
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna... Oh, I can't save right now? Okay. Lead the way, buddy. I like this. This is so cool. Look at him. He's like just trotting along. You do know where you're going, right? Like, I'm letting you lead the way. You know that, right, buddy? So if there's anything, there's a fork in the road. Where are we going?
Doing great.
Okay, cool. So you do know where you're going. Alright. This is a new aspect of a game I didn't expect to see. I like it. I didn't expect to experience, I mean. But... Oh.
This way, huh?
What? This building? No? Okay. I thought he was leading me to a building, but... No? Follow the dog. Alright. I mean, are we going for a walk, or you really have a place you want to take me to? Because it seems like.
Doing great.
Ah, okay. Yep, was never expecting this.
Hmm?
Is this where you're leading me? Huh, boy? This is an issue. You don't know how to get in touch with her? Nope. She just had to wait here. That she'd be back for me soon. Oh dear, this is not good.
Excuse me.
Is there some sort of trouble? And you are... Takayuki Yagami, a detective from Kamurocho. Aw, what a cute doggy. Is something the matter here? Well, he's been waiting in front of the facility for a while now because his mother told him to wait here.
What?
Facility? Yes, our orphanage main facility is upstairs.
I see.
And you say he was left here, and the mother doesn't seem to be returning. Okay. Yes, and he actually had this envelope with him when I first came out to ask if anything was wrong. Some kind of letter? It says, please take care of Shusuke-chan. I see. He's a very good boy. He loves banana ice cream. He means the world to me. At the very least, I was hoping to learn why he's here. Being dropped off without any hint of knowing the truth. That's no way to treat a person. Hey, Shusuke-kun, right? How long's your mom been gone? Like, an hour? If that's true, there's a slight chance she could still be nearby. Yagami-san, was it? You're a detective, aren't you? Could you possibly find his mother? I really would like to, but... Say, did your mom mention anything at all about where she might be going? I don't know. Okay, how about her name? What's her name? Mikan. Shibuya Mikan. Not much I can do with just that, though. What is it? You're just in the letter, boy? You're gonna smell it? Oh, you think you can track her by the scent of the envelope? Alright, well, the dog is much a detective as Tsukumo made him sound like he is. I suppose I should let him take a crack at it. Alright, track this scent for me, boy. Ah, this is gonna be
All
cool.
right, let's go. Got something?
Go for it, man. Let's go. Oh my god.
Doing
Let's
great.
Go. Alright, alright.
Got something?
Oh, imagine he becomes a permanent party member. Oh, that would be great. Oh, okay, buddy. Oh,
This way, huh?
I thought he was leading me to their car. No?
Doing great. Got
Of course,
something?
it's a shady area. Of course. Come on, Mikan-chan. Time to get in. Shusuke-kun, was it? You gotta make that dough for his sake, right? And you promise you'll send him his share, right? Of course you will, Mikan-chan. Once you pay back what you owe, that is. And no funny business on your end, either. Is that her, boy? What's your problem? Go sniff out a bone somewhere else. Shoot!
Excuse me.
You're Shusuke-kun's mom, right? Mikan Shibuya? How do you know that? I came looking for you after this dog led me to your son. Didn't expect to run into the guy too, but now I see what's going on. A dog led you? My guess is you owed someone enough money that this scumbag's trying to drag you off to work some unsavory job for the rest of your life. A brothel or something, probably. Well, I mean... happens all the time in Kamurocho, where I work. What the fuck is your deal, asshole? If you're getting in the way of company business, don't be surprised when you end up dead.
Hey.
I already heard you say she owes you. How much does she owe by now? What interest are you charging? She borrowed 500 grand. With interest, that's 9 mil. You plan on covering it or something?
No way.
Okay, see, that's an exorbitant rate. I knew I was looking at a loan shark from the first moment. I think I'll be leaving with Mikan-san now. Do I need to knock you out first or no? Fuck you, man. We got her first. Know what? I'm just gonna ice you and your mud. Oh, you don't want to do that, sir. You don't want a piece of this. Nope. Oh. You were warned. Yep. Get out. That's one down. And hello. Nope. There you go. Alright, hold on a second. Switch it up. Nope. Oh, good job. There you go. And smacked around like a fool. No. Nope. Oh, nice kick, dude. Nope. Next up. Nope. Alright, that takes care of you. Nope. What? Oh, you are stupid. That's fine. Ah, fuck.
Hey.
So, you want to talk about how treating people as property is illegal? What? What? I'm a fully licensed lawyer, and I'd be happy to take her case pro bono. Why don't we sit down for a little chat? Ah, shit. Screw this. So is that it? How did it get so bad, Mikan-san? Huh? Shusuke-kun's waiting for you at the orphanage. He thought you were gonna come back for him. They said if I didn't go with that man, they'd sell Shusuke off to someone. So that's why.
In other words,
It made you panic enough to agree to do what they said. I feel so terrible.
no way.
That's the sort of thing loan sharks will do. They'll figure out how to pressure you enough that you break. Next thing you know, they own you outright.
Excuse me.
I know a good lawyer in Kamurocho who'd be happy to help you. Should I reach out to her for you? That's convenient. Mom, you're back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Who's a good boy?
Good job, boy. But what are you doing, really? Got a whole town talking about you now. Don't you have a home? Where's your home? Jeez, boy. I wish you could tell me. Yagami-san, I have a huge favor to ask. I'll pay you if you have to. Please find Rampo for me. Rampo? The old mystery author? Ah, sorry, Rampo's the name of our dog, but he's a big mystery lover too. He even gets away from the house to go solve them sometimes. Oh, let me send you a picture. And there you go. I should have known. So, you're Amasawa's dog, huh?
Seriously?
Just had to break away from the family and make a name for yourself, huh? Can't say I'm surprised, though. They say pets and their owners grow more and more alike over the years, but this is... Whatever, I should get in touch with Amasawa.
Yagami-san!
So sorry you had to deal with Rampo. Hey, Rampo. You listen, no wandering off on your own. How many times have I told you? You'll never behave, will you? He seems like a good boy to me, aren't you? Yagami-san, well, he does seem rather fond of you. Rampo's usually more wary of strangers.
B.
Maybe he sees you more as a professional partner, Yagami-san.
Huh?
Really? You think so?
Yes.
Indeed I do. In fact, I've been raising him as a proper investigatory partner ever since he was a puppy.
Huh?
What do you mean by that? When I was little, I read a book about a detective girl whose dog helped her crack a case. The moment I finished that book, I started training Rampo to help me solve mysteries. So you're why he's always sniffing out trouble?
Yes.
And it seems he's gotten quite hooked on it. Whenever he smells an incident brewing, he's off and running. We try to keep him inside the house, but he's just too good at slipping out.
Does that mean?
Is that okay? Like, with the animal shelters and police? No, it's very much not. Rampo's been caught several times by both groups, and I have to be the one who picks him up and apologizes every time. He's becoming quite a familiar face at the shelter, unfortunately. But he doesn't bite and even tries to help people out, so they're a lot more lenient with him than they're supposed to be. You two really are alike, huh?
What?
You think so?
Hey,
You know, you really did train him well. Think you'd be willing to help me again if we ran across each other in town? I suppose so. You could always try calling him at least. If he's around and feels like helping, you may get lucky. You're living your best life, aren't you, boy? Rambo, no.
I'm sorry.
I have to go. Good luck with the case. Yeah, I should try calling for Rambo next time I need his nose for an investigation. Although there's no guarantee he'll come running. Alright. Detective's nose, the dog. Not so much a gadget as a living being with mind and feelings. It's important to remind yourself of these things. By utilizing his incredible sense of smell, he can track odorous evidence for you. Based on how far you are in the story, he may run off on his own. To track a scent, following him would be a good idea. Alright. We have a dog app now. Alright, if anything guys, I'm going to end it here for today. Thank you all for watching. We got ourselves a detective dog alongside. I gotta say he's an interesting partner and I love it. And we're about to continue on with the main story in the next video, so thank you again for watching.